What's happening, everybody? It's Sean with reactions to the classics, and today we got a reaction to the Wave Pictures and their top 10 songs practiced by a friend, longtime supporter, and patron of the channel, Ian. Thank you, Ian. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the patrons who make this thing go. If you'd like to support us in any way, check out the Patreon link below or the patron link on the end screen. We could not make it without them. All right, I don't know anything about the Wave Pictures. I've never even heard of the Wave Pictures, but Ian tells us a little bit. He said, a band I discovered during the lockdown. The Wave Pictures have never hit it big, but it produced a number of great albums. Formed in the late 1990s, they are still performing. I'm going to see them this week supporting the Blue Aeroplanes in London, and I'm filming this a little bit after he sent it. I did see him over there. I saw him post on Facebook about that. So with 19 studio albums plus many singles, EPs, and other collaborations, I can't say I've heard all their music. This is a top 10 from what I've experienced. This band has a loyal following. I had someone come up and shake my hand for just wearing a band t-shirt at a music festival I was at, the Shine Festival. That's never happened to me before, so at least one other person thinks that they're great. Now, I found that they are an English rock band consisting of David Tattersall on vocals and guitars, Frank Rosicky, I probably butchered that, sorry about that, bass guitar, and Johnny Helm on drums. The band has its origins in a group called Blind Summit, which David and Frank formed with Hugh Noble in 1998. The band changed its name to Wave Pictures, and Hugh was eventually permanently replaced by Johnny Helm. They recorded and self-released a string of albums before settling in London. The Guardian has described their work as, quote, charming, witty pop songs shot through with Jonathan Richman's gawky glee and Suede's doomed provincial romanticism. They have a certain debt to the Smiths, and Tattersall has Morrissey's knack of marrying the ridiculous and the sublime. The band is closely linked to artists Darren Hayman, formerly of Hefner, Herman Dune, Daniel Johnston, Jeffrey Lewis, and the Mountain Goats. Some of those people I have up on the channel, all of whom they have collaborated with live and on record. Their 2016 album, A Session in Whole, was recorded live using a single microphone and released on vinyl only. That's pretty interesting right there. I'd like to hear that. Tattersall and Rosicky also began a side project, the Surfing Magazines, with Slow Club member Charles Watson released an album in 2017. That's really all I got. I don't have anything on these songs. There's no research out there. Ian gives us a little bit on these songs. We're going to have some videos up here. None of their stuff's on Spotify, so everything's going to be pulled off YouTube audio as well. If you haven't watched one of our videos before, the music will not be in the video, but it will be at a Vimeo link below. So click along and follow along with me. Let's get this thing started with number 10, Never Go Home Again. Ian says from the 2012 Long Black Cars album, this retro-sounding song with his enjoyable guitar solo kicks off my list at number 10. All right, I'm going to the lyrics up as always. Thanks again, Ian. All right, he's reminiscing about his relationship with this person and kind of all the bad things they've been through, difficult things, not necessarily bad things, and he's driving around looking for them, but you can never go home again. Like, you can never have back what you once had. I don't think it's necessarily he uses the physical places, to demonstrate this, but I think he's talking more like you can never go home again, right? You can never have what you once had. Once that moment's gone, it's gone, man. You're not ever recapturing, although most of us in our lives have tried to do that several times, but I thought good vocals. I really thought the instrumentation, the guitar work, and the bass work were fantastic. So a good introduction so far to the Wave Pictures. Next up at number 9, we got The Woods. Ian says from City Forgiveness album, released in 2013, so just the next year from the last one. Noisy muffled sounds, one of the better songs from the album. The Woods. It really could be called Unbuttoning My Clothes, but it's probably not a great song title. People probably get upset about that, but basically just a bunch of free-flowing thoughts of some things that are going on. I mean, it's to a significant other or a love interest at one point, right? But I thought the bass work on this thing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, all the instrumentation on it was great, but Frank's, I don't even know how to say his name right. His bass is fantastic on there. I like David's delivery, like it works for this music, right? It just does. All right, let's go to number 8. Talk about a song title here. Stay Here and Take Care of the Chickens. Ian said a live version, that's what we're going to watch, of the song from Long Black Cars in 2012. All right, Stay Here and Take Care of the Chickens. Interesting. Like, one guy comes up and gives us some money. They're out here just busking on the street. They sound fantastic. I thought they were really good, and I really enjoyed the song. This is my favorite song so far, which I guess it's Ian's favorite song so far, too, because he's got it number 8 above those other two. But, the song is just, I think, to this girl who probably left this guy and went on to a different kind of life, but he's wanting her back and just saying, this is a face that's going to haunt you. These are the eyes that are going to haunt you. Just really well done, man. I super enjoyed that. And interesting to watch that version. Like, no one pays any attention to them. They're just standing there on the street, man. So, and you can tell they can really bring, you can always tell, man, if you're out there busking, you separate the real artists from the non-artists. All right, next up we have Spaghetti. Ian says the most popular track of the Wave Pictures on YouTube. Super low budget video, with a fun concept. All right, Spaghetti, a very catchy song, but the video, man, the video was really engaging, right? And you had Frankic and Johnny Helm. Johnny Helm, the drummer, he started going in with the hands, but Frankic got him and they were racing. And David, the lead singer, he kind of just went at his own pace, which I would have done. But Bowl being out there in the white shirts too, and no drink, about to choke to death every time they were singing the chorus. But really well done. Once again, bass work is fantastic on this. But yeah, very catchy, man. Very catchy. Next up at number 6, we got Strange Fruit for David. Ian says a video that looks like a hijacked music shop and some video editing on 16-bit computer. Still quite charming and retro. Let's go. All right, Strange Fruit for David. Some strange lyrics here at times. You know, the chorus, a sculpture is a sculpture, marmalade is marmalade. And we have a little cartoon or a little writing depiction of this. And a sculpture of marmalade is a sculpture, but it isn't marmalade. She said, with you inside me comes the knowledge of my death. You really don't want somebody to tell you that, I'm going to say, boys and girls. But I still had some oranges left underneath the bed. But I thought it was a really catchy song again, right? I mean, and Johnny's playing the brushes on the drums, but just a charming little song. Next up, number 5, we got I Love You Like a Madman. Ian says another low-budget video hit, bit of fun that feels like a time warp to a different world. I Love You Like a Madman. I really enjoy that song. I thought I knew what it was about, but I had to go back and reread the lyrics here before I talked about it because I was so enthralled with the video. Very creative video because they're frozen in every scene, right? So they're just standing there frozen in the different stances they had to be in and stuff. It was just funny, man. It was really well done because it drew me in. The song is just about he's going to love her like a madman, all these different memories, and he's going to do better. But it was the best song so far, and the video was very creative. All right, next up at number 4, Just Like a Drummer. Ian says, can't believe this is 15 years ago now. Lovely video and catchy chorus. All right, Just Like a Drummer, a super fun video, right? Some sort of Latin America country, some sort of, Hispanic heritage people, like just fantastic, man. You got a marketplace, you got everybody just having fun with it, man. It really, really pulled me in. As far as what the song's about, I really have no idea, right? I mean, I don't know, man. The chorus, the sun came in like a pack of orange spaniels through the window over the ledge, under the curtain on their bellies creeping and bending, balls of string coiled like springs hang down from the cymbal stands, and in your hands I sleep just like a drummer. So I don't know. I mean, some sort of love song. It doesn't matter. It's very catchy. Like I said, the video was super engaging. All right, next up at number 3, we got Like Smoke. Ian says another song from the City Forgiveness album, here with an unofficial video by Tabitha Denholm. But it works so well, takes this song to another level. All right, Like Smoke, my favorite song on here so far. And I mean, a great video that kind of puts this takes place in Louisiana, this video I looked up. I knew once I saw the marsh area and stuff, it either had to be Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, or Florida most likely. But a really good song, right? A really, really good song that draws you in, and totally different than anything else that they have done, right? We rise above the city like smoke. I don't think they're dead because they scattered his grandfather's ashes, but later on, I kind of wonder if they're dead, but I guess they're not. But contrary to the rumors, the heavens are black. We find ourselves responding like it's all a great big joke. In the first verse, clouds formed above us as black as the teeth at the back of your mouth. I don't know I would serenade a significant other with that. But hey, man. Next up at number 2, we got Now You Were Pregnant. Ian says from the 2010s album, Johnny Helm Sings. This is a great storytelling song. It makes me think of Belle and Sebastian. It's a wistful but hopeful song with some great lyrics. All right, Now You Are Pregnant, which is actually not in the song at all, but he's just reflecting on this girl that he cares about, but she really doesn't know he's alive. And when she does, she kind of says negative things. I think the most melody-driven song, just really, really well done, right? The arrangement on it was fantastic and just really caught in my brain. So I so far it's my favorite song on here. So let's see if number 1's better. And before we get to number 1, Ian gives his honorable mention. He says, almost made it. There are so many songs, and I'm sure I missed tons I haven't even heard before. These are worth a listen. Pool Hall, French Cricket, and I'd Rather Be Doing Anything. Drum roll, please. Now we got number 1, Long Black Cars. Ian says, the title track from the excellent Long Black Cars album, another song that I fell in love with from playing myself on the guitar. My question is, Ian, you said you play this. Do you have the little harmonica deal like Dylan and Springsteen? Are you playing that on there? I got to know, man. I'm a little curious on this song. Like, is his brother dead? I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at that wrong, like the Long Black Cars roll by, your brother's finally coming home. But a very good song. Very well done. I can see it's a worthy number 1. Would it be my number 1? Gotta stay tuned and find out. But before I tell you all that, Ian's final thoughts. Overall, a band that deserved more attention, but I'm happy to have them pretty much to myself. David Tattersall's voice isn't to everyone's taste, but suits the pop folk theme of this prolific band. I agree with that 100%. I never thought his voice was a distraction. I thought it fit perfectly. So if you can ever get over that, there is a lot of golden material to experience. Plus, you can still go see them live, which is good because so many artists we can't anymore. My favorite tracks, man, there's a lot of Never Go Home Again. The first track's going to be an honorable mention. Stay Here and Take Care of the Chickens is also an honorable mention. That's an acoustic video where they were kind of busking out there. I Love You Like a Madman will also be an honorable mention, and that was the stop motion video. So I don't know if these videos are skewing my thoughts on the songs. My faves are going to be the top three: Like Smoke, Now You Are Pregnant, and Long Black Cars. I would probably have Long Black Cars as my third favorite. I think Like Smoke is my second favorite, and Now You Are Pregnant as my first. But a great list, and a band that I never heard of, and I bet most of you never have either. But I hope this gets some views and gets these guys some attention. Just thank you to Ian for putting this together. He had to go find me the vocals of the lyrics for every song too. I appreciate that. Found me all the videos and all the places on YouTube where it was, since it wasn't on Spotify. So great job to you, Ian. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Until next time, I will see you.